Deve Omi Chugye Inge Morane Dusum Sangye Kunje Ngoni Ransi Manzave Lame Jalazo Deve Sangye Chedan Tsoge Chonam La Janjo Bardona Kyabsu Jedage Jinzo Sonam Je Dola Benje Sanje Dobarajo Sanje Chedan Tsoge Chonam La Janjo Dane Kyabsu Jedage Jinzo Jebe Sonam Je Dola Sanje Dobarajo Sanje Chedan Tsoge Chonam La Janjo Bardo Dane Dola Benje Sanje Dobarajo Zimjen Tamje Dewa Dan Devi Judan Dembara Jurje Dunga Dunga Judan Travaraj Dunga Membe Dewa Damba Namidawar Jurje Nire Chada Nidan Tanyam Jimbola Nebara Jurje Dorje Lobe Sanje Dusum Shula Chaza Lo Chozo Dembe Nime Je Jabzo Je Ngojri Je Namdru Be Dabe Cheba Shezo Zo Ngojru Shubu Jib Nije Male Shabara Je Chojo Korzo Dabe Je Maja Je La Je Dabe Da Je Jima Me Zobe Changjo Semje Do Deshe Changjo Semba La Daba Sumje Lubo Lo Sera Jangjo Jembo Benzarabo Me Ao Je Yonzo Nabo Wanje Zaje O Benzarege Ao Je Jare Gore Gorwe Wezo Re Jabo De Shale Bambo Lo Zambo Le No Balaje Jan Jame Nye Le Dan Le Ba Ngayam Dan Ngay Yude Dan Lam Jadro Jame Nye Dan Jame Nye Da Rinpoche Rewo Basam Je Shin Tu Je Ye Mame Baye Lo Do Polo Rinpoche Nurbo Rinpoche Zumo Rinpoche Lumbo Rinpoche, Longbo Rinpoche, Dacho Rinpoche, Mogo Rinpoche, Dere Chimboye, Bumba, Gyabama, Chewama, Luma, Garma, Medoma, Du, Nasalma, Chishama, Nyema, Dawa, Rinpoche, Do, Chole, Nambara, Jave, Jaze, Lada, Mi, Bajrabus, Mazawame Madine Padela Medambe Shangane Kache Samu Shive Yando Bolvaraji O Tuje Drove Tendo Sheso Zoshin Lando Zo Sashi Pechu Shukshe Mendo Tamri Rabin Shi Nide Jemba De Sanje Shingdo Nanda Shinga Je Bara Isho Idamarena Menda Laka Naya Me Semje Namje Sambana Loye Cheda Jeda Chejo Dumo Tebai Chuje Kolo Kodo Su
Uzondur Zim Karab Shiresin Bema Kara Jembani Yunga Sodor Nomi Terdunja Kadre Lama Namla Chanzalo Ome Chuje Inge Podan Dusum Sangye Kunje Ngunje Ransim Chugu Ngosum Tavela Me Shabla Chanzalo Namka Danyembe Simje Tamje Lana Meba Yantaba Zobe Sanje Je Kumbare Mboje Tobarcha Te Chedo Tambe Chue Samo Senla Kono Kunjo Rinpoche Sartab De Sembar Nawa Shu Tate Kansen Sembar Chavi Chue Nes Omso De Tempe Tungsen Shinu Guru Jela Kudun Soa Sondab Dorje Tsikanke Kudun Yungu Nagi yes Tena Digi Dusum Sangye Guru Rinpoche Ngurum Kunda Dewa Chimbe Parje Kundu Dundota Soa Debdu Chinjil Labzu Chinan Sanwe Parje Shiwata Samba Tungin Rubar Chinjil Lo Shi Urgyen Chokgyur Lingpa Sabzele Chumbe Sotim Kunje Yangyin Guru Rinpoche Dorje Sung Chilabjen Te Ta Tanda Kondu Shubha Nashi Tate Guru Ki Tanda Chokgyur Lingpa Ki Termare Guru Tatila Tangaran Su Te Kandel Guru Sena Ta 손집 지금 두마텔다 derba 요래 송로 젬베 동세 흰진노로 구르름보지 게라 고토니 소와 따바땀게 츠강 고든 용어다게 예 대한되게 제스 다 두숨 상진 구르름보체 우드군다 대와쳔보 버지군도 돈도타보 소완데도 진절 랍도도 지난 상회 버지 시와다 삼발 흰진도바 진절로 기 우진 교교 대전링베 삽들레 좀베 소주 꾸예 양니 Guru Niji Durje Sung Chinlapkin, Te Tungsi Tortes, Tati, Tanda Tikor Tungsi Tandelba Chunas, Kunche Lama Durje Siji, Tarje Sung Gun Korda, Gurme Yedun Wambo Shaluni Chepa Tarla, Chepa Las, Tongmar, Ta, Delba Kyome Kalas, Dusum Sangye, Guru Rinpoche, Shibas, Ta Dusum Sangye Guru Rinpoche se Kantiji Sena Chitarnas Kunjo Sums Sangye Kunjo Sangye Chodan Gindu Sums Tan Depa Maompa Tata Tusum de Kumbe Sangye Tamji Sama Sumda Irma Chipani Lama Rinpoche Ni Imbe Nas Ta Tusum Sangye Guru Rinpoche se
His Eminence Chokling Rinpoche asks us to begin by giving rise to bodhicitta, generating the mind intent upon enlightenment, the mind that wishes to wake up fully for the benefit of all beings, thinking that for the sake of all beings who are as vast in extent as space, I will attain the final state of enlightenment, the unsurpassed state of Buddhahood. With that in mind, then, also recall the proper motivation and the proper conduct when listening to the Dharma. And what is the Dharma that we will be hearing tonight? What are the teachings that we'll be receiving tonight? They are a teaching on what's called the Vajra Verses prayer. And the Vajra Verses prayer, furthermore, is from the Dharma of Chokgyur Lingpa. So this is a prayer which comes from the Terma or treasure teachings of the great Terton, the treasure revealer, Chokgyur Lingpa. What is it that the prayer says? The prayer is as follows. Embodiment of Buddhas, past, present, and future, Guru Rinpoche, master of all siddhis, guru of great bliss, dispeller of all obstacles, wrathful subjugator of maras, to you I pray, inspire me with your blessing so that outer, inner, and secret obstacles are dispelled and all my aspirations are spontaneously fulfilled. So this is the prayer called the Vajra Verses prayer, and it's said that this is the very quintessence, the very core, the very essence of all the prayers that come from the profound terma or treasure teachings of Urgyen Chokgyur Lingpa, the great treasure revealer. Furthermore, or because of that, it carries the blessing of being the Vajra speech of Guru Rinpoche himself. These are the words of Guru Rinpoche, Padmasambhava himself. So as to clarify its meaning slightly, it's going to be explained here according to the oral tradition of the great Lama, the omniscient Lama, Dorje Siji Tsal, Jamyang Khyentse Wangpo, in other words, as told to the commentator by his own root guru, Gyurme Ngedun Wangpo. So again, the prayer is as follows. Embodiment of Buddhas, past, present, and future, Guru Rinpoche, master of all siddhis, guru of great bliss, dispeller of all obstacles, wrathful subjugator of maras, to you I pray, inspire me with your blessing, so that outer, inner, and secret obstacles are dispelled, and all my aspirations are spontaneously fulfilled. The first line then says, embodiment of Buddhas, past, present, and future, Guru Rinpoche. So outwardly, this means that outwardly, on the outward level, among the three jewels of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, this represents the jewel of the Buddha, this first line. because the master who is inseparable from the secret body, speech, and mind of all Buddhas, past, present, or future, whether we're talking about the Buddhas of the past, the Buddhas of the future, or the present Buddhas, is in fact Urgyen Rinpoche himself, Padmasambhava himself.
다 제찬네 치달도 제찬 다 낭달도 나서 낭달나 자와 숨레세 자와 숨데 라마 이담 칸로스 디숨레스 다 디나레 칠랍지 자와 라마데 자벨라마데 다티 칸데 요르스 gonda 니규지 라마 말루페 이시키 수네 우제렘보지 니임베 소세 다 공바 다다 니규티 라마 말루바 탐지 이시키수 따고데 수인세나 우제렘보지 구루름보지 체랑이레 도요레스 첸체 다 상와따나 꾸숨데 추구 롱고 뚜꾸숨데스 꾸숨레 다티 나니 추기 꾸 대세 남바 군지 초단 덴베 동반이 꾸단 이시 예르메지베 당이 깬도 눈에 두바 오세 다단다 콘도 쇼바나히 다타 난담도 자와 숨지 켈랍게 자웨 라마데 공다 인지 규바 라마 말루베 히 기숙다고테 우제름보치 니임바나세 다 상와따르도 꾸숨데 추고 롱고 뚜꾸숨 다 추지 꾸데세 나바 군지 초다 덴베 동반이 꾸당 이시 예르메베 당이 깬도 뇌네 두바인세 다 단다 공도 교환한 두숨 상기 구루rum보 제세야다 참네 다 예라 모두 군다 대화 첨보 샵 세야다 되는 대화 칼리마 경그레스
Then we move on to the inward meaning of this first line. So the line again reads, embodiment of Buddhas, past, present, and future, Guru Rinpoche. Inwardly, then, from among the three roots, this signifies the Lama. So the three roots are the Lama or Guru, the Yidam deity or the personal meditation deity, and the Khandro or Dakini. So from among the three roots, on the inward level, this signifies the Lama, who's said to be the root of blessings. And the reason for this is that the embodiment of the wisdom of all the masters of the three lineages, that is to say, the direct mind lineage, the sign lineage or symbolic lineage, and the oral lineages, is Urgyen Rinpoche himself. Padmasambhava himself is the embodiment of the wisdom of all the masters, without any exception, of these three lineages. The lineages of mind transmission, the lineage of symbolic transmission, and the lineage of oral transmission. Furthermore, if we talk about the secret level, we covered the outer level, the inward level, and now to talk about the secret level, among the three kayas, that is to say the Dharma kaya or body of qualities, enlightened body of qualities, the Sambhoga kaya or the enlightened body of complete enjoyment, and the Nirmana kaya or the enlightened emanation body, he is the Dharma kaya. So on the secret level, he is the Dharma kaya, because his very nature has always been primordially present as shunyata or emptiness, endowed with the supreme of all aspects, a state in which Buddha bodies or kayas, enlightened bodies, and wisdom are indivisible. So again, there are three kayas, and on the secret level, he, the Guru Rinpoche, is the Dharmakaya. Again, because his very nature has always been, from the very beginning, shunyata, or emptiness, which is endowed with the supreme of all aspects. So with that, we finish the discussion of the first line, embodiment of Buddhas, past, present, and future, Guru Rinpoche. And now we'll move to the second line, master of all cities, Guru of great bliss.
Murup kunda dewa chembo shab shibes ta murup kunda dewa chembo debate chitarna se tamju kunjo te ta tamju kunjo te montoda niligi yude tamji guru sungshin nyamsu langni yungwala ta tardu yins ta chidardu ta nang tarna ta ngudrubje zawate idamre telatene idamde choge ngudrubda tomongge ngudrubni malu tobgo tomonda choge ngudrubma malu ba tamji toba tomongtang choge ngudrub malu ba tamji toba tela Guru Rinpoche nyela teni jungu yores ta kondo shubha nangse chitardo nangtardo sangwatar nangse ta tisum dalwa nang sangwatar nangse longjo zogbe kute se longjo zogbe kute na chuji kule se rangi kada rikbe tsarki ngo chugu ku ngo le mayo shindo se kondeji kamsum kondeji chugu maluba tamji nisu mebe tsurji sangme dewa chenpo longje ba tela tene sangwatar dure deke yores tanda kondo shubha nashi chitardo nangtardo sangwatar na tisumde tene derba kyungu yore longje be so parche kunsel se ta mudu kunda dewa chenpo shab hichawade teta bujite derba nangu yores.
So now the next line reads, Master of all cities, Guru of great bliss. Outwardly, on the outward level, this line refers to the jewel of the Dharma, because all of the precious qualities of the higher realms, as well as those of definite goodness or enlightenment, all come from practicing according to the speech of the Guru. It's based on practicing according to the words of the Guru that one attains all excellent qualities, those that are associated with the higher realms of existence, as well as those associated with enlightenment. So in this way, outwardly, this refers to the jewel of the Dharma. Inwardly, on the inward level, this signifies the Yidam deity, or the meditational deity, who's said to be the root of siddhis. So again, we have the three roots: the Guru, the Yidam, or meditational deity, and the Khandro, or the Dakinis. From among those, this line, on the inward level, signifies the Yidam deity, the root of siddhis, or the source of siddhis, because all attainments, ordinary or supreme, arise in dependence upon Guru Rinpoche himself. So we've looked at the outer level, the inward level, and now the secret level. Secretly, he is the Sambhogakaya. So Guru of Great Bliss, Guru Rinpoche, secretly is the Sambhogakaya. Because while never leaving the Dharmakaya, the body of qualities, that is to say, the primordial purity, Rigpa, in the state of primordial purity, or primordial awareness, while never moving from that, he nevertheless experiences all phenomena of both samsara and nirvana completely as untainted great bliss. While he never moves, never wavers from the Dharmakaya, nevertheless he experiences all phenomena of samsara and nirvana as pure great bliss, and he does so in a non-dual way. So here we've discussed this second line, Master of all cities, Guru of great bliss, in terms of its outer meaning, its inner meaning, and its secret meaning. And now we'll move on to the next line, which says, or the next portion, which says, Dispeller of all obstacles.
Ta chidar naas gendun kuncho te ta tanto kondo shuwa naashin lam nga sa kyu parje tamje sershin yunden tamje yungwa ne lamje to te gendun la ra le pare ching tenyi jang Urgyen Rinpoche la tenne chungwa tila Guru Rinpoche tenne chungwa res ta nang tar naas tenlenje tsawa khandro chuchung te tenlenje tsawa Khandro da chujung sungman nam Teda kese rupa chenpo Salamje parche tamje sershin Nambashi Shije wangda shiki Tine Tunjen maluba rupa yinbe yinla ase Tenyang Urgyen Rinpoche la tenne rupte ese Tenye ne Jingor kunji tso yinba so Te tamje jingor kunji tso res Tache Nang ta sangwa tarna tubi kuti se durcha chungme parma soso nangor kandurki kutur de loda chambe chu sabje ye ne sang tamje teni menjing turwe lamla gobe chero se ta sangwa tarna se durcha mangbo ji yore ta chungme mangbo ta ten durcha soso la rangon la kandur kuturbe loda chambe goni chu sabata yachewe ki ne tamje sangwe ne tamje menjing turwe lamla goba tana gobe chirina ta tit gobe chiros ta kanda kondo shuwa nashin ke tanda te sungban nashin ke chitarna gunju tena nang tarna chilenje tawa kando chujung sungma sangwa tarna durja chungmen nawe tube lo sambe ne tamji mingin dore deba chiros ta ti sumde tene inde ki sung yores.
The next portion of the prayer reads, Dispeller of all obstacles. And again, this has an outer level, an inner level, and a secret level. Outwardly, this refers to the jewel of the Sangha. So among the three jewels of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, this refers to the jewel of the Sangha. Because obstacles to the 5 paths and the 10 stages or the 10 bhumis are dispelled, and also precious qualities all arise due to our companions on the path, namely the Sangha. And they in turn, the Sangha in turn, arises independence on Urgyen Rinpoche, on Padmasambhava. So on the outer level, this represents the jewel of the Sangha, because all obstacles are dispelled, all qualities are attained, independence upon the Sangha, and the Sangha in turn comes about through independence upon Urgyen Rinpoche or Guru Rinpoche. Then on the inward level, this portion of the text signifies the Dakinis and Dharmapalas, or the Khandros and Dharma protectors, who are said to be the root of enlightened activity. So from among the 3 roots, here, this represents the Dakinis and Dharmapalas. Why? Because they remove the practitioner's obstacles to the stages and paths, or bhumis. And they create favorable circumstances, good conditions, by means of the 4 enlightened activities. The 4 enlightened activities are the activities of pacifying, enriching, magnetizing, and destroying. So by means of those 4 activities, the Dakinis and Dharmapalas remove all obstacles to the path. They too, that is to say, the Dakinis and Dharmapalas also depend on Urgyen Rinpoche, on Guru Rinpoche, Padmasambhava. Why? Because he is the principle of all mandalas. He is the Lord of all mandalas. So in that way we've discussed the outer meaning, the inner meaning, and now the secret meaning. It's said that secretly he is the Nirmanakaya. From among the 3 bodies of enlightenment, or the 3 kayas, this represents the emanation body, or the Nirmanakaya. Why? Because from the perspective of the disciples, of which there are all kinds, there are supreme disciples, there are kind of inferior disciples, and there are all those in the middle. But in any case, from the perspective of all those disciples, he emanates in various forms to tame each one appropriately. He emanates, Guru Rinpoche emanates in the appropriate way, in the suitable way, to tame or to train all of these different disciples. And then by teaching according to their mentalities, according to their minds and desires and inclinations, he teaches all the secret crucial points of the Dharma, which is both profound and vast. And in that way, he establishes them on the path of maturing and liberation. So again, there are many disciples, and secretly, as the Nirmanakaya, Guru Rinpoche manifests in different ways to train all of these different disciples. So in this way, we've dealt with outwardly, the one who embodies the three jewels, the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Inwardly, the one who embodies the three roots, that is to say, the Guru, the Yidam, and the Dakinis or Dharmapalas. And secretly, the one who embodies the three kayas, that is to say, the Dharmakaya, the Sambhogakaya, and the Nirmanakaya. So this is Guru Rinpoche.
Tetar chitarna kunjo sum tanji kondu shuwana sangye chudan kindu sum se. Ta nang tarna tawa sum lama yidam kanto sum. Sangwa tarna kusum chugu lungu kusum je danyi. Sangye kunji jisu tamju kunji jin jungni gindu kunji ki Urgyen ringnap kunji chabda chenpo ne dundul thakpo tsal chi chawe dundul thakpo tsal sem sangzen re chi chawe sangzen changwa po nye ne se ki chirna se jigbe du shi rangsar tu tur shing se ta jigbe du shi tur sangwe dasum se se ki chawe ta teni indu ki chirna se jigbe du shi de chomne rangsar tur shing sangwe ki dasum yin su se ne tokpe da thal tene namba shi je wang ta se shi je tene namba shi ngawa gyor ne sarju jinzin ji tukji yunche meba tsewe shen dorwa te se ta thakba yidin ki shi chenpo tudub ji dip yin si nyomombe diba tang pakcha ji diba yin si dip yin pakcha da je ba se ingri nisu me pa se chuji ingdang kada ke ngo rikpa ni ingri nisu me be ngang de dorwe thakbo tal changwe chiro se ta changwe chena tetawo yönden ngawe lama ni la sowan depso tetawo ta yönden ngawe lama telaten sowa taba is hisos.
Again, we're talking here about Guru Rinpoche, who is said to outwardly embody the three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, inwardly embody the three roots of Guru, Yidam, and Dakini, and secretly the one who embodies the three kayas, namely the Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, and Nirmanakaya. Furthermore, he's said to be the universal form of all Buddhas, the embodiment of all Buddhas. He is the source of all Dharma teachings and the crown ornament of all the Sangha, of all the spiritual Buddhist community. He is said to be the great, all-pervading, enlightened Lord of all Buddha families. And this one, Guru Rinpoche, who embodies all of these qualities, holds the secret name, or is given the sacred name, Wrathful Subjugator of Maras. So this is the secret name that he has. The next portion of the prayer says, Wrathful Subjugator of Maras. This is said to be the secret name of Guru Rinpoche. The reason for this is as follows. It's said that he instantly subjugates the four fearsome Maras and dispatches into space, or kind of liberates into space, the three secret enemies. So he does this instantly. He overcomes the four Maras and dispatches into space, or liberates the three secret enemies. By doing so, through his realization, it's said that he liberates himself. So through this process of overcoming the four Maras and the three secret enemies, Guru Rinpoche liberates himself. And then with his complete mastery of the four enlightened activities, those of pacifying, enriching, magnetizing, and destroying, he nurtures beings and he annihilates negativity. He eliminates negativity and nurtures beings without a pause in his compassion. His compassion is uninterrupted, and that uninterrupted compassion overcomes negativity and nurtures beings. And it's in this way, with his loving care, that he liberates others. it's said that through the force of his great primordial wisdom, or yeshe, which is endowed with twofold purity, he liberates the two obscurations, that is to say, emotional obscurations and cognitive obscurations, or obscurations in terms of what we can know with regard to knowable objects. Both of these he liberates, along with the habitual tendencies, into the basic space of the unity of space and awareness, into the state which is the unity of open space and awareness. And that's why he holds the name wrathful energy, or takwotsal. That's why he's given this name. And so, as regards with respect to this master who possesses such extraordinary qualities, we say, to you I pray.
Tanda shiba, ta lula lami ku jinjil lamni, lu nangdong ku dorje, nga lami sungi jinjil lamni, nga tadong sung dorje, yi la lami tukji jinjil lamni, yi rigdong tuk dorje drubar jinjil labdo so shiba o se ase, ondo shuna, ta tanda lula as rangi lula, lami ku jinjil lamni, lu nangdong ku dorje. Tā ngā la lāme sūngi chīnjil labne, ngā tāngdōng sūngi dorji. Tā yī la lāme tūji chīnjil labne, yī rikdōng tūji dorji rūbar chīnjil labdo sōr se shīpa wō se. Tā kōndu shūba nāngi, chināng sāngwe parje shiwa tāng sāmbā lūngi rūbar chīnjil labdo, chi nāng sāngwe parje shiwa tāng shiba. Chāngchūp rūbe garjēn parje tamje sērshīng se, chināng sāngwe parje shiwa na dang changju dube la garjen parche maluba tamje searching ta tela chi parche ne jigba chuduk se ya jigba chuduk de kande resna ngajal sai jigba doja chuin jigba shedan me jigba thado lungin jigba namja togen jigba nongar chunjin jigba zora gerbun jigba chumgun dai jigba chasa jubun jungbo jikpa, langchen chuben jikpa, singe jensen jikpa, durso tugen jikpa, rimso negen jikpa, tumen chiwa ken jikpa, urshin powen ken jikpa, nyodon nyamben jikpa, ta kondo shoba nashi jikpa chuduk de tangpo sargo gore. Te sarne, nange parchi du she ne se, ta du she de tangzingi pungbo gudu, doshin nyomombo gudu, luce de payi poyi du chodo ki chida ki du ti shi de tini kyomgu yore se sang tanda kondo shuwa nanshin chi parchi jigba judu sal tena nange tanda kondo shuwa nanshin ki ta ti nange du shi sal go gore tanzingi pungbo de kyo du shi de doshin nyomombe ki du luce payi poyi du chodo chida ki du shi de tini kyomgu yore se.
So we pray to the master who possesses these extraordinary qualities that were just described. The prayer says, to you I pray, grant your blessing. And how is it that we ask for the blessing to be bestowed, for the Guru's blessing to be bestowed? We pray that through his blessing we are transformed. We pray that our body be blessed by the Lama's wisdom body, and that we realize our own body as the Bade Vajra, which is associated with inseparable appearance and emptiness. We pray that our speech be blessed by the Lama's wisdom speech, so that our own speech is realized as the speech Vajra, which is associated with inseparable sound and emptiness. And we pray that our mind be blessed by the Lama's wisdom mind, by the Guru's wisdom mind, so that we realize our own mind as the mind Vajra of inseparable Rigpa awareness and emptiness, or the union between original awareness and emptiness. So in this way we pray for the Guru's blessings so that our body, speech and mind are transformed into the Bade Vajra, the speech Vajra, and the mind Vajra, which again are associated with inseparable appearance and emptiness in terms of the Bade Vajra, inseparable sound and emptiness in terms of the speech Vajra, and then inseparable Rigpa and emptiness, which is associated with the mind Vajra. The prayer goes on to say, dispel outer, inner, and secret obstacles, and grant your blessings so that all our aspirations are spontaneously fulfilled. So the next line here says, dispel outer, inner, and secret obstacles. What are obstacles? Obstacles are any situations or circumstances that hinder our progress to enlightenment. Anything that gets in the way of our attainment of enlightenment are called obstacles. And it's said that there are outer, inner, and secret obstacles. What are the outer obstacles? The outer obstacles are said to be the 16 great fears. What are those 16 great fears? They are the following: the earth fear of pride, the water fear of attachment, the fire fear of hatred, the air fear of jealousy, the fear of lightning, meteors, and thunderbolts, the fear of sharp and powerful weapons, the fear of tyrants and imprisonment, the fear of thieves and enemies, the fear of demons, flesh-eaters, and jungpos, or elemental spirits, the fear of mad enraged elephants, the fear of lions and predators, the fear of poison and snakes, the fear of illness and epidemics, the fear of untimely death, the fear of poverty and deprivation, and finally, the fear of frustrated wishes and thwarted plans, plans that don't come through, wishes that aren't accomplished. So these are the 16, and these 16 great fears represent the outer obstacles which we need to eliminate first, which we should overcome first. Then there are the inner obstacles. What are the inner obstacles? They are the 4 maras. The 4 maras are, first of all, the mara of the skandhas, or the aggregates that make up beings, and these are associated with self-grasping, clinging to self. The second is the mara of the destructive emotions, or kleshas, such as attachment and fixation. The third mara is the mara of Devaputra, or the son of the gods, which distracts and deceives us. So this third mara has to do with being distracted and led astray. And the fourth mara is the mara of death, that which robs us of our life. So in this way then we have the 16 outer obstacles, the inner 4 obstacles, which are the 4 maras, and these are what is to be overcome. We have to overcome these.
Urgyen Rinpoche Sanwa Suki Chinjin Labi Nyupa Kiwa Kiwar Suwa Depsus Suwa Tepa Yins 다 공부 교환하시 하다 삼바 준비 두번 준비로 시작 시작 삼바 라스 내갑게 삼바 가족게 삼바 미요레스 나도 공부 교환하시 삼바 준비 두번 준비로 다 내갑게 삼바 대당본이 장주 맞을게 파르투스 대주비 투제 탐지 소소벌 소설 소와 템바데 기계도 다 당부 오늘 교환하시 이담바 다티 장주 맞을게 파르투스 대주비 투제 탐지 소바 소와 템바데 헬라 기계도 세링 대신 내메다 수강 katpa sangwa rik nordan shirap thada dun tingdun dunbo te kumung tu turi ji yuden dun sowa tang chebar tu rangju pakpe nor dun du chukpar sowa deba yins ta pakpe nor dun sin kanan ta tin deba nas tebe ke nor sudim ke nor tundru ke nor cheliyo ke nor pepe nor kongwe nor shirap ke nor dun tangs ta tatu ke sambati kandir chakja chemu chok mudu jawa ati tatu ke mudu te kandir chakja chemu chok mudu jawa te teang she semjen kunji she rang ke semjen kunji semi deshi nyingbo marasu tamje le chapde yo deshi nyingbo roa yo la roa de da tamje sangje Urgyen logo chemen dip chema tesar sangye ngosung ana gyulama sesungba na hingi teang she semje kunji semni deshi nyingbo te ye doma rane sangye ge rangjin gi chit ne yo jang rango range mashi pas range mo de rang mashi lor ni dip ni se akya gi deba ta sheje deba ni dip ne korwa chambare chanbala tene teda dimni nyembo rusi ta dimni gi nyembo te karsen choni de migi sonam de cho mimi ji ge cho tinye ta dimni gi nyembo te lamde choni migi sonam de cho da mimi ji ge choni ta tinye choni gi nyembo cho gurune kezo kerem tabi kebe demba ene lam jobe demba kezo ni de sungju nyamso lawa ade desena 당보 탑 깨베를 받고 냠선하고 이바드 조베를 받고 냠선하고 다 디니 송주권 냠선랑 톱나 제고티 세미 랑진기 넘버 탑과 꾸시 이시가에 당니스 랑김 제고티 랑기 세미 랑진기 넘버 탑과 꾸시 이시가에 공주가 나신 꾸시 이시가에 당니 진기 로르기 디니 묘모베 디바타 갑자기 대바이 다니 추스 인소 다니 내로 지다와 신도 온도 균니 다 온도 균니 좀바 토바 제바텔라 초기 모두 토모기 모두 말루가 토바 이스 대나 됐다고 내가 탑투그 삼바 담기 베징 토르베 람 토버 니르와니도 랑킹함 푸기트비 진제랍도 소르스 계속할 때바 이스 다탄도 콘트로만 하긴게 다티 타마데 레데와 다 됐다고 디네루데 야고 모현잖아 괜히 차상 전 주고 유스 됐나 됐다고 내가 탑주고 삼바탐기 메신 소리를 나부도 봐라 hinga 그게도 진짜 럽히 계속한 데바 오세 다 컴퓨터가 나긴 다 참니 초기 유능 용기 kujo name sonde digi dele doba kune mo batte barke de be geve dajen do kigun guru jesone dunie sambu ikin jo pende taji jeju ki bari den de kera chede yude me de ko wala tene de pante de yugun ikrai chedo ki mem pato ta san singi sambu ke zon do sharwa tiba sidele do sta de jalba tungen de ada sekan de kapti ikrai chedo dum komatere de ete inju ta de go bone de mu de ta chi de mu de tu yins ne ikrai chedo ki kuno koma kundu la 다 요즘 또 공원이가 공원이가 터버려. 계산기. 또 공매원 에 공원이가 공 차상 터버, 농 차상 터버니. 일 때는 이제 넘버들라 이들이 이제 그나 이제 내가 미도 상 가능한 지금 뭐 터버, 그런 터버래.
In that way, then, Rinpoche has described the outer obstacles and the inner obstacles. Next, there are what are called the secret obstacles. And what are the secret obstacles? They are the 5 poisons of the kleshas, or destructive emotions. Those 5 are attachment, anger, ignorance, pride, or we could say arrogance, and jealousy. So these are the 5 poisons which are the secret obstacles. Whenever any of these act as obstacles, whenever we're hindered by any of these, they block us from accomplishing the levels of liberation and omniscience. In other words, we can't attain the states of liberation and omniscience or full enlightenment when we are hindered by any of these obstacles. And so for that reason, we pray that we can dispel outer obstacles. How? We pray that we can dispel outer obstacles by being able to realize appearances, sounds, and awareness as nothing other than the play of deity, mantra, and dharmakaya. So this is the way that we work with these outer obstacles. We pray that we can realize appearances as deity, as the play of deity, that we can realize sounds as the play or the manifestation of mantra, and that we can realize awareness as the dharmakaya, or as the play, the manifestation of dharmakaya. Furthermore, we pray that we can dispel or be rid of inner obstacles. How? By liberating subject and object, by liberating duality into the space, the basic space of selflessness. And finally, we pray that we can dispel secret obstacles. As we said, the secret obstacles are the 5 poisons of attachment, anger, ignorance, pride, and jealousy. We pray that we can be free from these secret obstacles by being able to realize these very 5 poisons as the 5 wisdoms. So we pray that we're able to realize the 5 poisons, these secret obstacles, as actually being the 5 wisdoms. And in that way, take adversity or difficult conditions as the path. This, in other words, is the way that we meditate in order to overcome these various obstacles. Or another way is to pray that all of these obstacles are dispelled simply through the sheer power, simply through the strength and power of the blessings of Urgyen Rinpoche, the blessings of Guru Rinpoche, in particular the blessings of his secret body, his secret speech, and his secret mind. The next line of the prayer says, "Grant your blessings so all our aspirations are spontaneously fulfilled." This is the next line of the prayer. What are aspirations? It's said that there are 2 types of aspirations. There are immediate or temporary aspirations and ultimate aspirations. What are immediate aspirations? Immediate aspirations are aspirations so that we might have all the favorable conditions needed to attain enlightenment until we reach enlightenment. So for as long as we have not reached enlightenment, temporary aspirations are the wish to have all favorable conditions, all good circumstances for the attainment of liberation or enlightenment. And in a text it says the following about these immediate or temporary aspirations: a long life and likewise freedom from sickness, a beautiful form, good fortune and a good family, prosperity and intelligence. These are the 7. So the 7 temporary or immediate aspirations are described as these 7. And in general, we pray like this for a life endowed with these 7 qualities of higher rebirth. So those 7 qualities are said to be the 7 qualities of a higher rebirth. But then more specifically, We pray that our mind may be rich, may be filled with what are called the 7 riches of the exalted ones. And the 7 riches of the exalted ones, or Aryas in Sanskrit, are the following: faith, discipline, joyful endeavor, self-control, learning, generosity, and wisdom. So these then are what we wish for in terms of immediate aspirations. Then, what is the ultimate aspiration? The ultimate aspiration is to accomplish the supreme attainment or siddhi of Mahamudra, or the Great Seal. That is the ultimate aspiration. And what is that like? What is that aspiration like? That aspiration to attain the supreme spiritual attainment of Mahamudra. It's described in this way. It's said that the ground is the essence of mind of all sentient beings, which is the Sugatagarbha, or Buddha nature. And it has existed within us since beginningless time as the very nature of Buddha or Buddhahood. This is as is taught in the Uttara Tantra Shastra, or Gyudama, the Sublime Continuum. All beings from the very beginning possess this Buddha nature. This Buddha nature pervades all beings, as is taught in the Uttara Tantra. Yet, we fail to recognize this Buddha nature. We don't realize our own true face. It's obscured by the 2 adventitious obscurations and habitual tendencies. So the obscurations associated with knowable objects and the obscurations associated with habitual tendencies. Because we don't realize our own Buddha nature, we wander in samsara. Since that's the case, we need remedies for those 2 obscurations. And the remedies for those 2 obscurations are the path. The path is described as being the union of the 2 accumulations of merit and wisdom. The accumulation of merit is said to involve reference points or conceptuality, and the accumulation of wisdom is said to be without reference points or free from conceptuality. So on the path we practice the union of these 2 accumulations, or the union of the generation and completion stages, Gerim and Zogrim. So these 2 we practice: generation stage practice in terms of being skillful in means, and then completion stage practice. Through this then, through following the path, we realize the fruition. Because since the essence of mind is naturally pure, it's pure by nature, and composed, as we said before, because it's composed of the 4 Buddha bodies, the 4 enlightened bodies, as well as the 5 wisdoms, then when the adventitious obscurations, the 2 obscurations that were mentioned, when these 2 are dissolved into space, then the natural state of things is realized. We could say true reality is realized. It's revealed. The true state of things, the true essence of mind is revealed as it actually is. And this is what is meant by attaining the supreme siddhi, or attaining the supreme spiritual accomplishment. This then is why we pray. Grant your blessings so that all such immediate and ultimate aspirations may swiftly be accomplished, naturally and spontaneously, and without any effort or exertion. So this is the way that we pray. We pray that all of these aspirations which we discussed, both the immediate or temporary aspirations and the ultimate aspirations, be quickly accomplished, effortlessly accomplished, and fully accomplished, without any need for exertion. If we know then the way things actually are, if we know true reality, then the final fruition is attained. Then there are closing verses in this commentary composed by Dusum Rinpoche. Dusum Rinpoche's closing verses are as follows. The supreme swift path, the very best of all, is this prayer to the sublime and perfect Master. If you yearn for peace and well-being, or whatever you wish for in this and future lives, put all your faith in this prayer and count on it always. Through the merit of this work, may I and other beings be cared for by the Guru in all our various lives. May all our aspirations for ourselves and others come about just as we desire, and everything be auspicious for altruism and happiness to grow ever more and more. These then are the closing verses by the previous Dujom Rinpoche. And then he describes the circumstances in which he composed the commentary. When his noble consort Terton Chokgyur asked and implored him, the fresh shoot of the Vidyadharas, Jigdral Yeshe Dorje, wrote just whatever came into his mind in the cave of Sangye Samdrup in Paro Taktsang in Bhutan, Siddharastu. So His Eminence Chokling Rinpoche described how he himself received not only the lung or the reading transmission, but the empowerments as well from the previous Dujom Rinpoche himself. And in that way, there's a very pure, close lineage here. Rinpoche holds this close, pure, blessed lineage. And so he thought there would be no problem at all in sharing this with us, in sharing this prayer as well as the commentary by Dujom Rinpoche. And he thought that there would be great blessings and benefit to doing so. And with that then we finish the commentary on this prayer.
Guzan Dorje Changje Minje Nedinje Zave Lama Yinje Yendruve Namje Dende Drumba Jo Changchubo Zemjo Rinpoche Maje Bananje Jurje Jeva Nyambam Kone Bando Beavara Jo Zanje Guzon Jebe Jelanda Chinye Minjur Dembe Jelanda Gende Minje Dembe Chidrango Amalandro Barajo Sunam De Damje Zebanye Tomne Nebe Rana Bamje Nejega Naje Bala Ruba Sibe Zole Drowa Drowa Jo Demba Jide Kamsa Jamba Dan Demba Nive Jindozal Tenzen Pulu Darjen Jemba Ye Demba Yure Nebe Traje Jo